when they said Africa is a country, I was like, whoa, come on. How can you say that? Hi guys, welcome to my channel Hanz237. Hope you all are doing well. Thank you for clicking on this video. Today's video is one of those videos that I should have shot like long time ago, but I always believe that there is time for everything, and I feel like this is the right time for me to talk about this video. And yes, if you guessed your guess is right from the title, I am here to share with you guys my cultural shock as an African girl in Dubai. When I first got to Dubai like 5 years or five to 6 years ago, what are some of those things that I saw that I was like, wow, okay, I didn't know about that. And like my expectations when I was planning to come to Dubai, I had some expectations, and then the reality, and I was like, so this thing they happen for here, all right, so I'm here to share with you guys those things. If you're interested in this video, in this topic, you want to know about things that are happening in Dubai like that nobody talks about it, stick around. Okay, if this is your first time here, thank you for clicking on this video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, so anytime I release a new video, you will be the first to get notified. For my returning subscribers, for my returning friends, okay, those that have been pushing this channel, supporting this channel right from day one, thank you guys for your love and support. Okay, so let's move into it. If you see me looking down, just know that I have my book here with me. Of course, it is a tradition now for me that I always jot my points down. First cultural shock for me was the fact that is the living condition in Dubai. When moving to Dubai, okay, yeah, my husband at the time, he was my fiance, kind of he told me like we are living together, or we'll be living together with some other people, but I didn't know the degree of, like, I didn't know until I got here, like I actually saw things for myself. He told me how it's going to be, just a little, at least I had an idea, but not completely. So the living condition here really blew my mind. The fact that you have to live with about 5 to 10 people in a room, like you rent a room and you put beds. Another thing that shocked me about the living condition is that they use we sleep on bunk beds here. In some areas, not now, like there are some specific areas that it's bunk bed. Someone rents a room and puts like 3 or 4 bunk bed, double deck beds, and then you rent that space. They call it bed space. So you rent the space of the bed. The price of the person who sleeps down is higher than the person who sleeps at the top. Sometimes people mount like 3 deck, you can imagine, just to make money. And the fact that it is expensive, like you, let's say you pay the down bed 650 dirhams, which is like 150,000 francs or more, depending on the exchange rate at the time. And then the top bed is a bit cheaper, it's like 600 or 500, depending on the area in Dubai that you're living in. And so you see, it's expensive. And away from the bunk bed and living together with other people of different nationality, cultures, and everything in one small room, is the fact that even if you want to rent your own apartment, like where we are living now, we have our own apartment. Okay, so for you to rent an apartment is very expensive, and you have to decide if you'll be paying after 2 months, or every month, or every 4 months. And sometimes some people pay more than that, some people pay less, depending on the area that you are living in Dubai. So the area that you're living in matters a lot. That is why now recently most people are living out of Dubai. Like you work in the city of Dubai, but you live in other Emirates, other cities around Dubai. You can choose to live in Sharjah, you can choose to live in Ajman and other places, because you know that transportation is very affordable. You can cope and manage your transportation. But housing in Dubai is super expensive, so you rather go to these other Emirates that are not, housing is, or accommodation is not really that expensive, and then you try to make up with your transportation. That's one thing that really shocked me about this country. The living condition it's just like hell. Another cultural shock for me is language barrier. The fact that some people cannot speak good English. I haven't said that they don't speak English at all in this country. English is one of the official languages of this country, but there are people who cannot speak English at all. Their English is very poor. It's even close to the pidgin, like my local parlance in my country. It's even close to that. Like the way they say it, and then the fact that you have to change your accent just to be on the same level with them, for them to understand you, the way they speak, they count the way you going where, you coming where, you go this way, you come this way, you eat what, you do this. It's like, it's very strange the way they speak. And trust me, I have been here for 5 years, but sometimes I cannot even understand what they are saying. Like, their English is just boss bass. Yes, it is terrible. Yes, but I was opportunity to work in Terminal 2, like Dubai Airport Terminal 2, and most of the people, they cannot speak English. They come to you and they speak their local language. They speak Arabic to you. They are like, you just get confused, and you have to try to understand them because you want to sell to them, or because you want to, of course, you want to make money. You want to secure your job. So you just have to try. And your ears need to be sharp. You need to read body language and all that stuff. So language barrier is one of the things that really shocked me. Okay, another cultural shock for me when I first came to Dubai is racism. Yeah, a lot of people will be like, they'll be surprised to hear that there is racism in Dubai. There is a degree, not much. Okay, it's not much. And I want to talk about racism when it comes to job discrimination in Dubai. I don't know about other things, but the racism I'm talking about is it has to do with job. Like, you as an African, when you're searching for a job in Dubai, if you're an African, pay attention, open your ears right now. Okay, if you're planning to come to Dubai, be ready that this is not, it's not something strange. If you ask anyone who lives in Dubai, they'll just tell you it's very normal for them, but it's racism to an extent, and it's bad. As Africans, we are being deprived of so many job opportunities because of our because we are Africans, because you are a Cameroonian or a Nigerian, and this is very difficult for us. Sometimes you go online searching for a job, you check everything that they need, the quality, the roles, and the skills and everything. It fits your profile. You pick your phone, you make a call across to them, and the first thing they ask you after saying, hello, I saw your advert, is, what nationality are you? And then once you say you are an African, or you say you are a Cameroonian, if you say you're an African, they'll just tell you, sorry, no Africans, no Africans. And that's because I have earlier mentioned that some of them have this language barrier. They cannot even speak good English, and they are rejecting you that is very, very fluent when it comes to English. They tell you, sorry, no Africans, no Africans. I have gotten that rejection so many times in Dubai. And then they'll tell you, we want Asians, we want Filipinos, we want Kabayans. Kabayans are like Filipinos and all that stuff. Like, they don't even give you the opportunity for you to come and prove yourself and sell yourself to them. They just say, hey, stop there, bye-bye, we don't need your nationality. So they move on. So this, when it comes to job discrimination in this country, is just alarming. And that is why if you move in the streets of Dubai, you see Africans everywhere searching for jobs. The job market is hard here for Africans, and that's why if you're an African, you get an opportunity to work somewhere, try to put in your best, try to sell yourself, and always remember, you are not just selling yourself, you are selling the entire continent, because the way you perform in a particular company will open doors for many other Africans to come in. That's just my belief, and I feel like if we all have this kind of belief, maybe there will be more opportunities for Africans. So that's another shock for me. Another cultural shock for me is the fact that some people think Africa is a country and not a continent. Like, when you move around, or you're walking, or you're with your colleagues, or you want to introduce yourself, or somebody asks you, where are you from? You say, I'm from Africa. They say, which country is that? Like, they just go ahead and say, which country is that? Excuse me, brother, sister, or whoever you are. Africa is not a country. Africa is a continent. It hurts me so much that back home, we take it upon ourselves to learn about the other continents, and as far as learning about other countries. So what do they teach these people in school? Do they even go to school at all? Even if you don't go to school, what are you doing with your phone? Can't you make some simple research about some countries, some continents? How can you say Africa, which has about 52 or 54 different countries, is a country? My God, that was the first thing when they said Africa is a country, I was like, whoa, come on. How can you say that? Then what will you call Cameroon? A village or what? You have to start. So when they tell you, are you African? It's a country. You start saying, no, Africa is not a country. My country is Cameroon. And they will say, Cameroon, where is that from? Which place is that? Who is from Cameroon? Then you have to start saying, oh, Cameroon, Samuel Eto'o. That's the only thing that they can identify that, okay, Cameroon, Samuel Eto'o. And then you see us, you are bragging, yeah, we have best footballers and all that stuff. Some of us don't even love football like that. But when they just call Samuel Eto'o, yeah, you start vomiting your little football knowledge that you have. So that's just it. That's another shock for me, that the fact that they keep calling Africa a country. Africa has so many beautiful countries, like our culture, our everything. It's just the best in the world. Please go and study about Africa, the continent. Then you can now start going to the countries. Okay, all right. Okay, another thing that I want to talk about, cultural shock for me, was the fact that, these people, they love fines a lot. Like every little thing, bam, they give you fine. If you are not careful, you don't have to chew gum in the bus or in the metro. You don't have to eat in the metro. You don't have to do this. If you miss to tap your card, sorry, fine. And the fines are not easy. They are huge. Yeah. So another thing that really got me was the fact that fines, every little thing you can pay a fine. So you need to be careful. You need to read. You have to develop that culture of reading around you. Every little thing you have to read. Do not say I don't know. Ignorance is not it's not allowed. It's not permitted here. So you have to just, try to read everything and stay out of trouble. If you have the money to be spending on fines, okay, fine. But if you don't have, you better read everything. Another cultural shock for me was Ramadan. Okay, back in Cameroon, we hear of fasting. Most of the time, I even hear about fasting when they are celebrating the breaking of the fasting. I don't know what they call it. Is it Eid Mubarak or Eid something? Yeah. But here in Dubai, here in the United Arab Emirates, it's like, it is something that you should, before it's coming, they tell you, you are aware that Ramadan is coming. And there are certain things that you should not do during Ramadan. I have once mentioned these things in a video I did about things not to do in Dubai or in United Arab Emirates. If you haven't watched that video, go and watch it. I'm not going to say those things here. But those things really shocked me. I was like, come on, as a Christian, I cannot do this. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Even when I'm not fasting. So I was just like, it's surprising to me. So and then another cultural shock for me was the climate. Like during the summer, it is very hot, and you cannot live in this country without AC. Like if they just want to move you, like if they just want to say go out of this building, like it has happened to me 2 or 3 times. I mean, removing Africans when we used to live in bed space and all that stuff. If they just want to remove Africans from a particular location, they just come and disconnect your water and your light. Okay, water, you can maybe beg water from other people, but light, when they disconnect light, no AC and all that stuff, you are dead. You just have to pack your bags and go. So the climate here, it's really hot. That's what you should have at the back of your mind. People like it when it is winter here. Even now, I don't even know if I like winter or summer. But the summer it's something else. It's not like the one in Africa. Another thing is the dressing. When I first got to Dubai, okay, I knew it's a Muslim country. I was opportune to be educated by my husband, who was my fiance by then. But he educated me on some of the cultures and everything. But I was surprised that every step, when I go out, before moving an inch, I will see 2 or 3 women covered up. Like some will be covered up to an extent where you cannot even see their eyes. And at some point, it was scary for me. Yeah, it was scary because you don't know who is behind that mask and everything. But here is their culture and you have to respect it. And with time, I have gotten used to it. And sometimes I used to ask myself, how do they breathe under those things? And it's black. Most of them, they dress in black. How do they breathe? How do they eat? And all those things. But as I got to stay here for years, I understood everything. And now someone can just sit beside me wearing all that stuff. And I feel like you are not wearing anything like that. I feel like you're dressed like me. You're just dressed like me and all that stuff. So those are some of the things that cultural shock that I had as an African girl or a Cameroonian girl living in Dubai. So if you have watched this video up to this point, thank you for watching this video. If you live in Dubai, what are some of those things that really took you or swept you off your feet when you first got to Dubai, or that you have been living here? Just let me know in the comment section. If you're planning to come to Dubai, these things I have shared with you, when you come here, don't be surprised if you see these things. Okay, thank you for watching, and until next time, it's bye bye from